Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to your spiritual advice for the month of May 2017. So, the first message that I am getting here is understanding cycles, okay? And it takes me back to this quote that I read the other day, and it applies so strongly to you guys. The quote goes something like this. It says that you were given this life because you're strong enough to live it. Okay. And, as the last sign of the zodiac and also as the most spiritual sign in the entire zodiac, I feel that a lot of the times too, you feel, some of you feel like you're not made for this world. You feel that you have a greater purpose, a greater calling, and a greater spiritual, you know, um, bigger picture spiritual like leader type of energy. And so some of you go through life almost as if feeling like you haven't reached your calling. And then others are, I feel like, frustrated because the people that you're dealing with, you expect them to adhere to a certain moral standards. You expect people's vibration to be heavily raised. And you might encounter situations that are really quite, it's it's affecting your faith in humanity. It's affecting your faith in people overall. Okay. And so one of the things we want to really understand here is understanding cycles, understanding what other people do should not detract you from who you are and what you should do for yourself. Okay. So this is a card about really standing firm in our foundation, standing firm in our ground, defending the things that we really believe in, and not fluctuate, like not shift back and forth. If somebody behaves in a specific way, it doesn't mean that you should, follow suit and ally with them or align your values with them. So I feel there has been a lot of fluctuations with you guys about like where you stand and wanting as well to connect to people, but feeling as if the people that you're attracting or the people in your environment are not in alignment with your values. So it's basically telling you once again to really stand firm on what you believe in, on defending your values, sticking to your values, despite the opposition, despite what everybody else is doing. You need to be firm within yourself, okay? Firm in your conviction. I'm sensing for some of you, there's this sense of like spiritual calling, this sense of like you're meant for something grander, you're meant for something bigger. And so it makes living your current life a little bit difficult. So I feel that it is a very strong spiritual calling that's beckoning you. And so as a result of that, you might not be able to, take care of the minute details of the day. You might not be able to take care of practical responsibilities in a methodical, organized fashion. And so you find yourself constantly, pressed for time. You find yourself constantly like, with your head in the clouds. And then financially and even foundationally, you find yourself fluctuating and you find yourself no matter how hard you strive, you don't feel that you're making progress. And so I feel this element about feeling very detached from the physical world that you're living in, and almost like your head and your body are very detached. Your head is in spirituality. Your body is trying to I want to say like it's trying to navigate the practical challenges of life, and you're having difficulties doing that. Okay, so I feel that some of you, no matter what you've been through, okay, so whatever cycles you've been through, it's really important to learn the lesson from that event, from that cycle, so that we don't repeat the same patterns. Okay, understanding patterns, understanding cycles, that's very important. I feel for many of you, there has been a lot of catastrophe in your past, and it deals with family, it deals with a physical location. And so don't align yourself emotionally with a physical location, okay? Home is where the heart is. You can move yourself and create another home, okay? So don't be tied to belongings. Don't be so tied to physical things. Things that you feel you have built up over time. Now it's time to release it, okay? And it's time for you to move yourself to a better situation, to something a lot stable. So no matter what you've been through, broken homes, broken families, it is, I feel that, really important for you to open your heart out again. As long as you don't repeat the same cycles, as long as you've learned and extracted those lessons, it's not going to be repeated. However, as long as you've learned the lesson, the same energies will not come back to hurt you. If you haven't learned the lessons, if you're still stuck physically, emotionally bound to a specific situation that's not healthy for you, then the pattern is just going to, it's going to revolve, it's going to come back. And so figuring out where you stand is actually going to be really important. Coming into this sense overall of, what your values are, how you have, compromise your values in order to appease other people, how you've had to go through some very difficult periods within your own life, mainly because of financial instability, because you felt very alone, or because you felt like, there's that spiritual disconnect where you lived somewhere else and then physically you feel that it's really difficult for you to make practical choices, to make practical decisions, and to really take care of, the life that you're living in the physical plane, okay? And so I hope that message resonates with you. I can't find a better way to explain it, okay? So I apologize. But I hope that message resonates with you. Cycles are being put to rest, okay? Unhealthy habits, unhealthy cycles, unhealthy relationships overall. And I feel for a lot of you too. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, it can spin both ways, okay? It can it can raise you up, or it can pull you down. And so wherever you are on this wheel of fate, essentially, it's basically telling you to, get your financial situation on track, okay? Make a decision and don't fluctuate anymore, okay? Make a decision for self-improvement. Make a decision to travel. Make a decision to honestly be on your own, because I feel that a lot of the times you're on your own, things are great. It's the people around you, vibrationally speaking, that might bring you down. So understand these cycles and understand that you need to make these things, these changes on your own, okay? And you can reach out for help from other people, the ones that you trust. But I feel ultimately it's the next phase is going to require a lot of independence, okay? A lot of, I feel like the energy needs to be very directed, okay? Making a decision, sticking by it, and don't oscillate back and forth between yes or no. Should I do this? Should I do that? Make a decision, all right? So I hope the reading has been helpful for you guys, Pisces. Take care of yourself for this year, okay? It's a major catalyst year, I would say, for a lot of new things, old things to fall away, so that new things can start to, peek through the ground for you, okay? I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.